Famed for a black and white football team, Newcastle upon Tyne is also well known as the home of Newcastle Brewery. Every week the city would be bathed in the alluring aroma of hops as the next batch of ale was prepared in the massive factory on the western edge of town. Covering over 5 hectares, the brewery complex was a beer production and bottling plant and a transport hub, as well as the administrative centre for the worldwide operation. In 2004, the Tyneside Brewery was closed as a drastic cost-cutting measure. Brewing was transferred to the underused Federation Clubs facility in Gateshead, later to be closed with production transferred to Heineken in 2008. The Newcastle Brewery site was cleared with ambitious plans to create a science park to include teaching and research facilities as well as student accommodation. The Newcastle Helix is a collaboration between public institutions and private companies, as well as homeowners, to provide a focus for innovative activities, the envy of Europe and beyond. Town and gown come together amidst leisure and catering. A 750-seat theatre with public demonstrations of science and technology and free public Wi-Fi everywhere. The Newcastle Helix is laid out along 5 avenues, 3 cross streets with 3 public plazas. Newcastle University is a major partner along with the City Council and Legal and General. There are new spaces for research, education and engagement with the wider community. The university's expansion here has created 4,000 new jobs. Departments here include a Centre for Ageing, the Business School, Innovation in Data, the School of Computing, an Urban Observatory, and the Frederick Douglass Centre, a teaching location with lecture halls and theatre named after the 19th century social reformer. Douglass was a slave from Maryland, America, part Negro, part Native American. In 1838, aged 21, he escaped by train and boat to Philadelphia and then on to New York. In 1846, he spent time in Newcastle to campaign for social reform. He lived in a street close to the centre now bearing his name. Back in America, he became the only African American to champion the women's rights movement, fighting for universal suffrage. In 1895, he attended the National Council of Women in Washington, but he suffered a heart attack on returning home. He died aged 77. The core is at the centre of commercial activities in the Helix. Its 5 floors offer office space, meeting rooms, as well as open-plan event spaces. The seeded wall shouts sustainability, as do the bee hotels dotted around its perimeter. Activities within include medical research, renewable energy devices and investigation into type 2 diabetes. European money and expertise was used to create this Centre for Innovation and Continuing Research. A catalyst encourages a chemical reaction whilst being unchanged itself. It is the bold name for this award-winning building at the heart of the Newcastle Helix. It is home to 2 principal activities, the Innovation Centre for Ageing and the Innovation Centre for Data. Innovation is not aimed at inventing new products and processes, but finding ways to market existing stuff to a defined group of consumers. youngsters spend their days and PhDs in discovering what us oldies like doing. Whilst there is academic research and learning going on here, much of the activity is aimed at the pyramid scheme of capitalism, the smoke and mirrors of marketing, and the promotion of invisibles as a product. This new lease of life for an earlier Victorian industry will cause some to despair over lost heritage, whilst others welcome the information superhighway. The brewery has gone. We can't change that. In its place, we have some keen hopes, some bold architecture, and some new opportunities for personal growth. I'll drink to that.